Hello. In recent times, the Monetary Authority, which in the case of Nigeria is Central Bank of Nigeria, has introduced a new policy or a string of policies around cash, starting with the Naira redesign and then the limitation of withdrawals for individuals. It was set at 500,000 Naira per week, and for corporates at 10 times that, that's at 5 million. And then the bigger denominations, the 1000 naira notes, and the 500 naira notes, and the 200 naira notes have also demonetized, they have been changed, they have been redesigned. While the intentions seem really noble, so far the implementation has been chaotic, and it has visited untold hardships on Nigerians. Whether the elite or the common people, everybody is suffering from it. And I think the Monetary Authority needs to retrace its steps. It's not worth the intents it has because of the way it is implementing the entire thing. If it's targeted at elections, then definitely they have no option than to implement these policies now. And some of us thought that they were targeting elections, though the official reasons given were different. But we all know that it's targeted at elections. And the rate at which they are going, you cannot just, out of the blue, try to shrink currency in circulation from something in the region of 3 trillion to something in the region of 200 billion. The knock on effects will be too astronomical for too much for anybody to bear, and the damage it will do to the economy might be incalculable. So I don't think it's wise for the central bank to insist or the government to insist that this policy has to be implemented in the way it is being implemented. I think they have to rethink everything. And subsequently, they have to think through any policy. And it's not wise to try to railroad everybody into something that force down people's throats, what is clearly not working. The while it's noble that the minting and printing is trying to print the naira itself, but we know that only 500 million notes have been ordered to be printed, and the minting and printing only has capacity of 200 billion up to the end of January. So why will you withdraw? The central bank said it was able to withdraw 1.9 trillion, and you are releasing far less, something in the region of 10% of that. So unless you are trying to live in denial, it will definitely not work. And they believe that prices are crashing into rural areas, particularly food prices. Those people are being compelled by circumstances, and it's not something that is sustainable. If you have perishable food items, you're forced to sell at giveaway prices, not because it's something that you can continue, but because if you keep these perishables, you are going to lose everything at the end of the day. So it's better you cut your losses. And that's why the prices of perishables, particularly in rural areas, are going down to under 50% of what they would have normally sold before this new policy was being implemented. And even for items that are not perishable, like grains, those people also have to survive, they have to live, they have families to take care of. So sometimes they're compelled by these circumstances, but this reality is staring them in the face. And they just crash the prices. It's so sad because this is not something, when you're selling at below the cost price, it's not something that you can continue. It's going to break you sooner rather than later. So the government should rethink the entire policy. Nobody is questioning the intent, nobody is questioning the policy itself, but the implementation, the way they are going about it, and even the politicians they're targeting, they're too powerful. At the end of the day, it may not even give you the results you're looking for. It happened in India, at least that's the most recent one, in 2016. It turned out to be a complete letdown and a failure. So we have to learn from history, or else we will tend to repeat that. Thank you.